This is the Business Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
I'm excited about a return guest we have today. You may remember her from being on Shark Tank. She has Mama's Milk Box, great entrepreneur, great business mind, Elana Petzold. Thank you so much for joining us again today.
Thank you for having me. I love your podcast, and so I'm honored too that you would have me back on. I'm super delighted. It's the joy of my day.
I want to talk about the pivot and what you're doing now, but I also want to, if you'll indulge me for a minute, because walking that crossroads, there's people that are either in a business right now and are trying to figure out. You said a couple key things for me that really stand out. And again, you and I've talked. I've had several companies I've failed at or learned, quote unquote, on multiple ones, and I've done okay on a few. It's a learning experience each time. But what is it? When do you decide to walk away? Like, what's that final piece that says, you know what? Because you weigh so many things. You stay up at night. You're thinking through. Is there one more option? Is there one more pivot? So I want to know two things. One is, when do you decide to walk away? And what is it that keeps you there to the last minute? Is it fear? Is it pride? Is it the customers? Just kind of give me the mindset there, because I'm personally just very curious what it's like right there for you.
I think for the best entrepreneurs, that moment is the same feeling of the moment that you decide not to be afraid and start it.
Right.
So if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, I believe this really, really strongly, you're very in tune with your own kind of emotions and desires, because you have to be unafraid, you have to be brave, you have to be adventurous. These are all kind of like big emotions. So these are people who just really feel so compelled to start and create that there's something in it. So that kind of same energy and internal gusto, I'm not really sure what the best word for it would be, but that same thing that would cause you to actually pull the trigger and create it, for me, is the same thing that also is the place where you're okay stopping it.
And there's somewhat of a peace when you make that decision too, isn't there? Because there's such a tsunami of, I don't know if even emotion is the right word, but I think it is, because it is your baby, and you do have customers, and you do have all these things around you, and there are all these options, and your mind you explore so many different things. So imagine, I can imagine going from all of that to the acceptance, which does takes the same mindset that you have to start entrepreneurship or start a business. Derek Champagne here. I want to connect with you if you're listening to the Business Leadership Series. We can connect on LinkedIn or send me a message at derek@derekchampagne.com. I look forward to connecting.